Hello everyone, Erica Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful fall card that features a white pumpkin. I'm a little bit obsessed with pumpkins. I love October, and even though I live in South Texas where October means summer continued, I still buy a ton of pumpkins and I decorate with them. And I really, really like white pumpkins. So for this month's Stamp Club, I designed our scrapbook page and card around a white pumpkin. I posted a picture on Instagram and I've had lots of questions about it. So let me show you how to make it. First, let me tell you the stamp sets that I used. This is the Vintage Leaf stamp set that's in the annual catalog. Very popular. It's been around for a while. It's one of my favorites. And a new one called Banners for Christmas. And I want to point out that I'm using a Christmas themed stamp set for something other than Christmas. I really try to get the most out of my stamps, and I use them for different holidays, not just the obvious intended holiday. So this one, Banners for Christmas, I was able to work some magic and use it for a fall themed card. All right, so before we use the stamps though, let's make the pumpkin. To make our pumpkin, I got out one of my ovals and I cut out 3 very vanilla pumpkin ovals. And I wanted to give them a little bit of dimension, so I got some crumb cake ink and a very old sponge. This is one of our sponges that I've cut into just little segments. And I just kind of went around the edges. I didn't want a whole lot of ink, just enough to kind of make it pop off the page. And I went around the edges like that. All right, then once I have 3 of these ready, I'm going to take my dimensionals and I'm going to put, let's see, which one do I want to be the front? I think this one's going to be on the front. I put one here and one here. And I took these guys and overlapped them. Now, we're going to put this in the center, so you can kind of visualize how that's going to look. If you want a fat pumpkin, put them further apart. If you want a skinny pumpkin, put them close together. So I'm going to go for the card, I went kind of in the middle. For the scrapbook page, I went a little bit out. Now let's see if I can get those on straight. There we go. All right, so that's all it is, 3 ovals. Now to make the stem, I just took a strip of soft suede, really a scrap, it's about a 1/2 inch wide, and I just cut off a piece at an angle. Put a little bit of fast fuse and slide it there behind that middle segment. All right, so now let's do the stamping. All right, so I'm using 2 of the leaves. I'm using this one, the 2 smaller ones. This one, we're using Cajun Craze ink on Cajun Craze cardstock. Well, let's try that again. See if I can get a better image stamp. There we go. All right, and then I'm using soft suede ink on crumb cake. Okay, let's move those out of the way. We're going to cut all of these out at the same time, so I'm going to put them to the side. Now for the banner, I am using this banner image right here from the Banners for Christmas, and then I'm using the words moments, wonderful moments. Now we want these to fit perfectly in here. So the way that I did that is I put my banner on my clear block and I set it down, and I took this, and I need to see if I laid it down this way, the word would be backwards. So I'm laying it down so that the flat side is up. And I'm going to lay this on my block the way that I think it needs to go. Now, because I can't really see, let's see if I can lift this up a little bit. Because of the camera, well, okay, let's do it a little different way. Maybe I'll be able to see it better. Just take that off, that stamp off, and get this stamp so that it's going to fit exactly where you want it on there. Wonderful. And then moments was kind of perfect already. Because these are photopolymer, they'll turn how you want them. So once you have it on there, put a block here and just take those off. Okay, so now they're going to be set perfectly in that image. Now I did it like that because I was making a lot of these cards. You could stamp it, lay these on there, and then put your block down, but I just did it that way before I even started. All right, so some soft suede ink on Delightful Dijon. Well, I thought that was going to happen. You can see right there I got a little crazy with my ink. Let's see if I can do it without cleaning it off. All right, pretty good. If that happens because your pad is so juicy, just clean it off and start over. All right, now let's see if I can get these lined up. I hope you're not seeing my head. I'm sticking it in there in the camera. There we go. Perfect. All right. Sometimes even the professionals have to stamp a few times to get it just right. So don't be afraid to do that. If you stamp it and it looks bad, throw it away and try again. There's nothing that says it has to be perfect the first time. If you guys could see my trash can compared to the final product, you would say, okay, she's human. She doesn't stamp perfectly the first time every time either. All right, so I'm lining up the framelits that match using my magnetic platform. And we're going to do them in one big swoop through the Big Shot. The magnetic platform holds those framelits on top of your image so that you don't have to worry about them slipping around. Let's get that through here. And pull them off. I love that. It's so satisfying when you pop that out and it's cut so perfectly. I could never do that with my scissors. It would never look that nice. All right, so now let's layer them up. Where did my pumpkin go? Here he is. And of course, I am the dimensional queen. Can't do anything flat. So let's add some dimensionals to the banner. Put it a little bit towards the bottom. And then put one leaf going this way and one leaf going this way. I think if I mail this card, I'm definitely going to need a 2-ounce stamp. What do you guys think? Those postal workers get mad at me. They say my cards are too fat. I have to add extra postage. But it's worth it. All right, some linen thread, 2 strands folded in half. I'm going to tie this bow like this. I'm going to hold the middle, pull, pull, just like that. And then once I have it like the way I want it, I'm going to pull it really tight. Let's get a glue dot. Stick that on the glue dot. Whoa, it's flying. And we're going to put it right there. And there you have a pumpkin. Now, of course, you could do this with regular color of pumpkins or weird, wacky color pumpkins, whatever you want. All right, a crumb cake base, card base, and a 1 by 4 1/4 piece of Paisleys and Petals, DSP, and then a 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 piece of the same DSP pack, Petals, Posies and Petals. Paisleys and Petals. You guys, make sure you hop to my blog to get the right names. All right, guess what? More dimensionals. I know you're thinking I'm crazy, right? If you want to use fast fuse, you can, but I like the dimensionals. All right, there you go. Fancy, fancy, wonderful moments. Okay, so what could you use this card for? I mean, anything. Maybe you had a fun day with a friend. You want to send her a thank you card. Maybe just a general card. Wonderful moments could be anything. Thank you for wonderful moments, or remember the wonderful moments. So sometimes I have to think, you know, like, what would I use this card for? This one's an easy. I could use that for anything. All right, I'm going to fancy up the inside a little bit. This is a piece of Very Vanilla that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm taking some of this Cajun Craze, and stamping a few leaves down the side. And I'm going to use my fast fuse to put this inside like that. Oh no, don't stick yet. I got to get it right. There we go. I love this card. I love fall. And you know what? I've got a crumb cake envelope, and I think it needs some leaves too. When someone sends me a card in the mail and I go to my mailbox and I see some stamping on the envelope, I get so excited. So use those stamps, guys. Use them. You've got them. Use them. All right. There we have it, a white pumpkin fall card. Let me show you the scrapbook page too. In case you want to use your white pumpkin for a scrapbook page, this is what I did. This would hold a 5x7 photo, which I meant to pull out because I have one that goes there and I just didn't do it. And some more of that paper, and there's our pumpkin, our super cute pumpkin. All right, I hope you guys like this project, and I hope you like white pumpkins too. They're the best. All right, have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.